let a wishbone grow, where backbone.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got Aaron Rodgers. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Bengals and the Cowboys, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in week 1. Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They're led out by the 4th-year man out of Duke, and that's Daniel Jones.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead-up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
Jones wants to throw to start things out here. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they...
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Devin White, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So now the Bengals get ready for their first drive. Bringing him out is the future Hall of Famer, now in his 18th NFL season, Aaron Rodgers.
And he comes off an incredible performance in the opener. 5 touchdown passes. Now look, you always want to start strong, but I think that's more than anyone, including himself, could have expected.
Patterson to start the drive.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 20 carries, 105 yards.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team.
On second down, a run with Patterson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Bengals at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in Week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing Jones. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Jones. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll go again with Patterson. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 44. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on third and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Patterson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. He couldn't escape the pressure, and they go backwards in a big way there on the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Rodgers now to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Man open, it's Tony. He's got... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well,
and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete to Tony. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And I think the ball's out, and the Bengals grab it.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Holding, offense.
Kyle Long back from retirement, the guilty party on that one. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Steelers, and they lead this one as well as they start here 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Open man is Uzama. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. There's Rodgers to throw. On the slant, complete to Green. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one. And this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Rodgers now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. On 2nd and 10, Rodgers over the middle. He gets it to Patterson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. To throw is Rodgers. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down at 5. First and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On first down, going back to Patterson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. One more time with Patterson. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Cordero Patterson. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Nagar now for the point after. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up because they don't get...
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found once. Second and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. McCaffrey. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Again, McCaffrey. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Pass midfield. Still going. And how about that return inside the 20-yard line?
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. Maybe I go out there and try and stop them, but boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Patterson running between the tackles. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get your reset. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Patterson. And he bulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Cordero Patterson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. An extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
So now the Cowboys down by 2 touchdowns. Just under 2 minutes to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
To throw is Jones. And that's complete to Brown.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Jones signaling, let's go, trying to get his guys up to the line.
Jones throw caught by Tony. And they're able to work this across midfield to the foot. Here's Jones.
He's going to look deep for more. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Meanwhile, Jones throw here into the hands of Moore. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Jones.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Jones.
Caught on the slant. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They're able to convert on. Sets up a 1st and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons. He's got daylight. The 40. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.